He's actually live right here. He's Dr. Wilkes from OrthoAtlanta. And this guy is the man. He's the maestro. Are those hands, are they registered? Are they insured?
They're insured for sure.
They're definitely insured.
Because if you have something happen to a tennis player right here at the BB&T, are you the last line of resistance? I mean, if you're coming onto the court, does that mean a player is really not in good shape?
Usually.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
How many times does that happen where you had to tell a guy, like, your best bet is to just say sayonara to this match?
We can advise them.
Yep.
But these are professionals, and they make the decision themselves whether they want to play. They know their bodies really well, as any professional athlete would. And so we advise them as what we think is going on and what might be best for them. And most of the time they follow that, but we can't guarantee that.
Yeah, Dr. Wilkes is here, by the way. Ortho Atlanta have offices in Piedmont, the Piedmont Atlanta Hospital campus, and Ortho Atlanta Stockbridge as well.
Worst injury you've seen in a tennis match?
I'm sorry?
What's the worst injury you've seen in a tennis match?
We had a few years ago, the match was set up so that the scoreboard, the lighted digital scoreboard, was a little close because of a path that was going by, was a little close to the court, and a player went over that and sliced his leg open and had to have extensive suturing.
Oh, God.
That's not fun.
To get that.
Are blisters a big issue? Because I saw, who was in the Wimbledon final against Federer this year? Remind me. Why am I forgetting them?
Maris Cilic.
Cilic.
Thank you.
Cilic,
He was in tears on his bench talking to a doctor and his trainer and his coach, and I thought he had broke his leg. So I don't know how bad a blister can be, but maybe blisters. What's the most common situation you might see out here on the tennis court?
Well, we do see a lot of blisters. Fortunately, I don't have to take care of those. We have the
Good night.
Physio.
So what you're saying is he should have been crying, right? Is that what you're saying?
I think you just called him a wimp. That's what you just called him, a wimp.
I'll tell you, I've been hiking and gotten with a brand new pair of shoes and gotten a sore, and I felt like crying. So,
So we were with Dr. Wilkes from Ortho Atlanta. Here's what I think would be helpful to folks. Let's talk about the weekend.
Heat.
What do you want to say?
We want to talk about heat.
Oh, yeah.
That's my
I was
message.
about to ask you.
That's my message today.
Right. So I want to.
Steak and Brian and Sandra, we need to talk about heat.
50,000 people in Alta. They're playing
Absolutely.
tennis this time of year. What is it you need to be aware of?
So, hydration, shade. Most tennis courts, almost all tennis courts, are in the direct sunlight, which means that the heat index, which is the combination of the temperature and the humidity, which is higher than the actual temperature, can be up to 10 or 15 degrees higher than the heat index if you're in direct sunlight with no wind. So in the afternoon here, it can be 90 degrees with about a 50-degree humidity factor, which turns into a court temperature or air temperature of about 95 degrees. When you factor in the direct sunlight, the radiation off all the concrete around this and off the court, it can go up to 110 or higher. So hydration and getting under shade. We use ice towels that are individually wrapped and put on the court at the side of the court for the athletes to put around their neck.
Yep.
And we have these at every match. And our two administrators, Cindy Race and Kitty Joyce, who put this whole thing together for us, are the ones that put those together and get them out on the court.
So let me ask you, though, about there's just the not the professional athlete that is. There's a 35-year-old woman that loves to play Alta, and she's going to be playing in September. It's going to be 90 degrees. What do they have to be most concerned with? Guys' notion is, I'm sweating off pounds. I'm going to grind through this. I'm not worried about it. I don't need water, all those things. What's the biggest risk with that kind of mindset?
So, you start getting into the heat stress syndromes, which heat exhaustion, heat syncope. So you get dizzy-headed, you start having cramps. If you get nauseated, you're really into a heat syndrome. You need to get off the court.
Right.
You need to get some ice.
Don't try to be a tough guy.
Don't try to be the tough guy.
And then cramps coming from that as well. That
Absolutely.
Hydration is the way to fight that.
Hydration and electrolytes. Yep.
So same thing with all these kids playing football this time of year. Practices have already started. This is just sweltering heat, right?
In Georgia, it is notorious for, and the athletic trainers in every school watch the heat index, and they get them off the field if the heat index goes over 80.
Yeah, it's night and day from what that was 20 years ago even, right? 15, 20 years ago. So Ortho Atlanta, you're like the...
They've been doing this for a long time, right?
We've been doing it for 15 years.
Good night.
This particular tournament for the 8 years that it's been here.
The official orthopedic and sports medicine provider of the BB&T. Thanks for spending some time with us, Doctor.
Thank you so much. Thank Brian and Sandra.
Nice
I
to
enjoyed
meet you.
it.
Thank
you. See you, my friend.